Hare Krishna. My name is Isvara. Today we are here to speak on the topic, what is the purpose of life? Generally, all living beings engage in four basic activities: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. So, as a living being, without sufficient knowledge, it will be easy to categorize that eating, sleeping, mating, and defending fulfills the purpose of life. But of course not. Because if eating, sleeping, mating, and defending fulfills the purpose of life, then what is the superior position of a human being to an animal? Because a human being eats, sleep, mate, and defend, as do the animals. They eat, sleep, mate, and defend. So, the purpose of life has to be something superior other than these basic activities of eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Of course, when we have these bodies, these are demands on the bodies, and these demands, we have to fulfill these demands because there is urges. And because there is urges, then we have no other choice, because these urges, they burn like fire. When we feel these urges, as long as we are in the concept of thinking without sufficient knowledge that we are the body, then we are forced to fulfill the demands of the body, these urges. So now we have to understand, what is the real purpose of life? Who am I? Am I just this body? If I am this body, then why it is that while I'm awake, I am conscious of my surrounding, and when I'm asleep, I am totally forgetful of my surrounding. Nevertheless, I experience another dimension of consciousness, that is the dream state. And in the dream state, I experience myself with different relationships, different personalities. Sometimes we have remembrance of personalities we know, sometimes personalities that we do not know. So, if I was this body, then how it is that I do exist in a realm that I have no awareness of? That is the dream state. I am totally forgetful of the state that I generally identifies with. That is my awakened state. So, this is basic indication that I am not this body. Then we have a third state of consciousness that is called the deep sleep state. The deep sleep state is that we are totally in forgetfulness of both the dream state and the external consciousness state. But nevertheless, when we come out of that deep sleep state, we know that we were totally unconscious. That means we are aware. So in actuality, there is a state of consciousness that exists in the awakened state, the dream state, and in the deep sleep state. And that existence, that is the real consciousness. That is an expression of the real consciousness, that who we are. We are something different from the body. We are called spirit soul. And the spirit soul, this Jiva Atma, spirit soul, he is the real owner of the body. Of course, he is the real owner of the body, just like a tenant in a home. The tenant in the home, he is the real owner of the home, only in as much as he's been awarded that, or he's undergoing that lease, or he's been given that time by the landlord, or he's paying his rent. So we are being awarded this body by the Supreme Lord, and we've been given some time to live within these bodies. But why are we given these bodies as a spirit soul? We are given these bodies to fulfill what is the real purpose of life. So what is the real purpose of life? The real purpose of life is to regain that understanding. Note my word, regain. To regain that understanding of our real existence. That is, that we are a spirit soul. And as a spirit soul, that we are eternally related to God as a servant. And as a servant, our dharma, our responsibility is to engage in service to God. Hare Krishna.